Hello, Jeffrey. How are you? Are
I'm doing pretty good.
you still at Kappa?
hmm
How's that going this season?
Um, it's good. I like how we're slowly getting back in the band and orchestra because it was definitely like a lot more fun and stuff.
Playing any interesting music? Anything good this year?
Of course, PYO, they're going big on pieces this year. It seems like planets.
That's a
Um,
big one. Yeah, Mars, my favorite.
then we're playing what's it called? Symphonic Dances by Rachmaninoff.
Yes.
Um, Tchaikovsky 4. Oh, it's just they're. It seems like they're bringing out like a really cool pieces, and like kind of just like I never heard most of these pieces before. So
Hmm.
to me, like they've only become big this year. When I first heard about them.
How long have you played clarinet?
That's not 8 years. Yep, eight.
Hey, oh, nice. So what age did you start?
Well, I think also eight because 16 started when I was eight. Yep, that's right. So yeah, I started when I was eight.
Was there anything about the instrument or its qualities that spoke to you, or was it the mechanism of the keys, or just that it was available?
Nope, kind of just like the music, like playing it in groups, and then farther on, I just figured, this is like really nice and like playing with others. And then the solo music that it has, and then maybe like the jazz music, and then like it's just so many other things than just one type of music. And it's just fun playing the clarinet. It's fun.
Your transition from the Young Musicians Debut Orchestra to the PYO, was that similar auditioning for both, or was there something unique about doing a PYO audition?
It was definitely different. The YMDO is I didn't know like what YMDO was gonna like really like offer. I knew it was like an orchestra, but I didn't know it was gonna like inspire me to go to PYO. Um, so when I was auditioning for PYO, it was kind of like, all right, so now I really want to do this. So I kind of worked a lot harder to get to PYO, and I did a lot more practicing on the repertoire. Even though I messed a couple things up, I think they really saw how much I wanted it.
That's awesome. I remember you talked a little bit about Scale Fest at the Kroc Center, and that seemed like to be one of these um, community experiences where everyone's working in a different spot, but all working on scales together. Was there any other moments or music from the Kroc Center that kind of sticks out in your mind?
Moments was definitely like the outside time. It was just quiet, peaceful, and
The
it was
beautiful grass and that safe space, right?
right. It was just something simple that just like it's like a picture in my mind. It's like there all the time. But other than that, like the music is just like kind of like performing in like the open space. Like I remember like way back Sesame Street. I don't know if you remember that, but like that piece, I don't know why I just liked it so much. And then playing it in like the big space was just fun. And also like I just it just I just remember that experience like almost to detail.
Is any advice for students who are doing their first auditions this year, maybe even into Young Musicians Debut Orchestra?
It's kind of like you get there and like you never know what you're going to see. You never know how many people is going to be there, or I just it's just like not focusing on the people that's going to audition you, and like focusing on the music is the really tough part. That's why when I went into the PR audition, I just took a minute, like just take like 30 seconds to just like relax and then focus on the music, because like when I first got there, I was like, oh, I'm so stressed that I don't even want to like I couldn't even like think about my phrasing or like what I was actually gonna perform. Oh, I did get first clarinet in all city.
Oh,
I
wonderful.
wanted to do all state, but I'm glad I got in the first clarinet all city.
Congratulations. That's amazing.
Paul, we appreciate everything you've done. I mean, from the beginning to now and after. You know what I mean? Because I honestly, like I told Jeffrey, I said you can't forget where you come from. You know what I mean? And that's you guys. Because I mean, the Croc Center, it's still standing strong. I know COVID came in, but I was telling him, I said, if you could give back, I told him yesterday, give back.
Well, I guess I first would like to say welcome back to the Kroc Center with concerts on this stage. It has been 726 days since this orchestra last played on this platform. Since these kids played their last Sounds of the Season concert, December 18th, 2019. So this is a real special day today. And we have all these young people here who have learned music. And amazingly, there's a lot of beginners here. So I'm going to ask if this is your very first concert experience, would you please stand? All right, you can have a seat. So that's since September, only since September. That was when these instruments were put in these kids' hands. They've been able to learn a couple of pieces of music for you today, and that's why we're going to present these things. It's fantastic, right? And there's some reasons for that, which I'll talk about later. The video that was playing earlier, after speaking with Mr. Paul Smith, who is with us, the director of Tune Up Philly, we have had many students, and seeing how many new students are up here, how many new musicians are up here, we've had many students who have moved along and matriculated through the program with the Philadelphia Youth Orchestra. And that's so we call our orchestra Let's Play here at the Kroc Center, but we are in partnership with the Philadelphia Youth Orchestra and their education training program called Tune Up Philly. So we're just one of several sites. And in the spring, hopefully, we'll be getting all of these sites together and we make a big orchestra and we'll play at places like the Kimmel Center and Temple University and some other places. And then in the spring, hopefully here, we'll see us with our jazz orchestra like we normally are. So the voice that you heard being interviewed by Mr. Paul was Jeffrey Bedford. And Jeffrey Bedford got his start here on clarinet, right? And we have 3 brand new clarinets back there. One, Ariana, who's been with us for a couple of years and is doing very, very well. But Mr. Bedford started here in the Kroc Center and has auditioned his way in, if you were paying attention, into All City Orchestra, first clarinet. That is quite an accomplishment, and is now a member of the Philadelphia Youth Orchestra. He's worked his way up, but he got it all started with this group, right? So knowing that a lot of you may not have realized what you got your kids into, having them in this building 3 days a week, 2 hours each day, and how much practicing that was going to be. 6 hours a week of music is a lot of music, but the opportunities that are available through our partnership with Tune Up Philly are endless. It can lead to scholarships for private lessons. It can lead to various ensembles, and there's different levels. The better you get, the more you practice, the more opportunity you have. And you've made a wise choice by starting them with this group right here. So that's why we wanted to share that information with you, to give you a little bit more of an idea, because yes, we are fantastic at what we do here for sure, but we're a part of a big organization that wants to see kids progress in music all over Philadelphia, and hopefully continuing on for the rest of their life. So with that said, we're going to continue on. It's also been almost 2 years since our piano students in the building have been able to do a recital. Last year we did do some virtual things and we recorded some people and put a video together, but they haven't been able to play for each other. And we have a very excellent piano studio under various teachers, myself being one, Mr. Nick Morelli and Mr. John Gardner. We have I think approximately 20 students about when everybody's at full capacity is what we're teaching. And there are 4 of them that were brave enough to perform for you today. So we're going to have a couple of piano students in this little recital, and our very first is a student of piano, and his children are students of the strings in the orchestra here. So it's kind of a neat family affair going on. So Mr. Steve Hoke was an adult learner, an adult beginner here on piano, and he's going to perform for you, My Girl.
And this version is from Joy Alanakun. So it's a little different than the one you heard on the radio. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. And when it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. I guess you say, what can make me feel this way? My girl. I've got so much honey, even the bees envy me. I've got a sweeter song than the birds in the trees. Well, I guess you'd say, what can make me feel this way? My girl, talking about my girl. I don't need no money, fortune or fame, 'cause I got all the riches, baby, one man can claim. I guess you'd say, what can make me feel this way? My girl, talking about my girl.
And we had a brand new student start with Nick in the fall. So I'm going to ask Zawadi Levy if you would join us on the stage, and we will be playing Ferris Wheel. Well done, Zawadi. So what you may not know, part of the reason that these beginners are able to play their first concert within 3 months of picking up an instrument is because we learned a few years ago that if we wrote the music, we could control what the kids were going to be playing. And we are very fortunate to have in this building a very talented composer and arranger who works with us, not only with the kids, but with our jazz orchestra as well as teaching some lessons. And Mr. John Gardner, so he's arranged this next tune. The German, I've renamed it. I don't think he was very happy about it, but I did. The German Christmas Carol Suite. So I've actually asked him to introduce this a little bit more because there's going to be some tunes you may not recognize.
Thanks, Aaron. So yes, my name is John Gardner. I've been working with the students all year, and I'm usually here all year anyways, working with the students pre-pandemic as well. And like you said, I write a lot of the arrangements and tunes for them based upon their strengths and what we need to improve upon, so that way when you come hear them at the concert, anything that wasn't a strength is certainly a strength now. So this next tune, like Aaron said, is entitled German Christmas Carol, Now Sweet. It's going to feature 3 tunes. I'm not going to butcher the German name of this one. It's entitled Let Us Be Happy and Lively. The next one after that is entitled Oh Come Little Children. It's used in the early Suzuki curriculum method books. And then another one is entitled Unnamed Christmas Carol. It tells the tale of an earnestly awaiting Christmas morning for all the joy and wonder that is brought with the season. These 3 carols are just simple expressions of pleasure and devotion found in the celebration of the Christmas season. Please enjoy our rendition of German Christmas Carol Suite.
So Zawadi's sibling, Johari, is our next performer today, and we're going to ask him to come up. And he is playing Love Somebody. Sorry, I forgot my clicker. Let's welcome Johari. And our last piano student for the evening. I met this family over the summer. And they were very adamant. My daughter wants to learn violin. My other daughter wants to learn piano. So that's what we did. And I'm going to invite Amy Van to come, and she's going to play for us Deck the Halls. So we have one more piece that we're going to play as the orchestra, but before I do that, I would be remiss if I didn't thank some people. First of all, I want to point out that this orchestra, even though we didn't get to really see each other last year, we continued all through last year, all through the academic school year, and we ended up getting a couple of rehearsals in closer to the summer, and that is only in part, well, mostly because of the support of our administration. So I would like to thank and acknowledge Major Kevin Zanders, who's in the back of the room there, who is the Kroc Center administrator. He's a great supporter of arts and music in this building, and I know we all greatly appreciate that and what he does. Your students would not be able to do what they do today if it was not for our flute teacher, Miss Chelsea, our clarinet teacher, Mr. Joe, our violin teacher, Miss Dorothy, our cello teacher, Miss Julia, and quite honestly, our whatever we need him to play teacher, Mr. John. So we're going to play for you what I think the students would agree is probably their favorite thing that we've learned over the last couple of months. Yeah, I see head shaking. And the question we're going to ask is, can Santa can? Yeah, I'm extremely proud of these kids. To start with this many beginners from September and to be able to do what they just did, you don't realize how impressive that is. Yeah, give them another round of applause. So we are finished for tonight, but that is not the end of Christmas music in this building. I will say next Tuesday at 7 o'clock, if you are available, there is a free concert here featuring our Philly Croc Jazz Orchestra. We are accepting donations of new toys for children's 12 and under as a suggested donation admission for the concert. So that would be something that we would appreciate. It helps with the families that we serve in the community. They will be performing the entire Harlem Nutcracker Suite by Duke Ellington. It is a very special piece of music, really neat. So if you've got nothing to do next Tuesday at 7, come out and hear some really great music. And other than that, friends, we'll see you in January 22. Thank you for a great first half of the year, and thank you all for your support. Have a good evening. Sorry, a little housekeeping. We are going to have, the students, all their things are in our rehearsal room. So we're going to have them go back and get their stuff together, and we'll bring them back out here to meet you so that you can take them with you.
Take your music, take your instruments, take the music. Good job, good job. Good job. We'll see you next year.
Armani and Kamaya. I've said your name like 7